Hey y'all, it's Mark. I was super excited to order finally. When I grow up, I want to be a list of further possibilities by the absurdly gifted poet Chen. So I'm going to actually be reading from a book this evening rather than off my phone. The first poem I'm going to read is Summer Was Forever. Time dripped from the faucet like a magician's botched trick. I did not want to applaud it. I stood to one side and thought, what it's time for is a garden or a croissant factory. What kind of work do I need to be doing? My parents said, doctor, married to lawyer. The faucet said, drip, drop, your life sucks. But sometimes no one said anything, and I saw him, the local paper boy on his route, his beanstalk frame and fragile bicycle, and I knew we would be so terribly happy. Our work would be simple. Our kissing would rhyme with cardiac arrest. Birds would overthrow the cathedral towers. I would have a magician's hair full of sleeves and saws, unashamed to tell the whole town our first date was in a leaky faucet factory. How we fell in love during jumps on his tragic uncle's trampoline. We fell in love in midair. This one is called Self-Portrait with and without. With dried cranberries, without a driver's license, with my mother's worry, without till recently my father's glasses, with an A in English, a C in chemistry, with my mother saying, you have to be 3 times better than the white kids at everything, without a dog or cat, with a fish. With a fish I talked to before bed, telling him my ideas for new kinds of candy, with a tutor in Mandarin, with the 1986 low budget live action TV version of Journey to the West, with Monkey King's quest for redemption, Buddhism through Monster of the Week battle sequences, with thinking I've grown up now because I regularly check the news in the morning. With the morning, the children, spared or missed by the child with a gun, go back to school, make the same jokes they made 3 Mondays ago, but in a different voice. With the younger brother who is taller than I am, with the youngest brother who wants to go to art school, with my mother's multiplying worries, with my brothers, with the cry of bats, with the salt of circumstance, without citizenship, with the white boy in 9th grade who called me ugly, without my father for a year because he had to move away to the one job he could find on the other side of the state, with his money transferred to my mother, with William Carlos Williams, with the local library, with yet another bake sale for Honduras in Massachusetts suburbia, with the earthquake in my other country, with my mother's long distance calls, with my aunt's calls from China when the towers fell. How far away are you from New York? How far are you from New York? With cities fueled by scars, with the footprint of a star, with the white boy I liked, with him calling me ugly, with my knees on the floor, with my hands begging for straighter teeth, lighter skin, blue eyes, green eyes, any eyes brighter other than mine. And this is one I've read before, but I love, so I'm going to read it again. This is called Poem in Noisy Mouthfuls. Can't stop eating you, movie style, extra butter, microwave popcorn. Can't stop watching you, rented movie about an immigrant family from Lebanon. Can't help but weep, seeing the family wave goodbye to relatives in the Beirut airport. Tear salt mixing with popcorn salt. Can't hide my mess, myself from the friend beside me. Can't answer his question. Does it remind you of your family leaving China? I want to say, no, it's completely different, which in many ways it is. But really, I'm remembering what a writer friend once said to me: all you write about is being gay or Chinese. How I can't get over that and wonder if it's true. If everything I write is in some way an immigrant narrative or another coming out story. I recall a recent poem featuring fishmongers in Seattle, and that makes me happy. Clearly, that one isn't about being gay or Chinese. But then I remember a significant number of Chinese immigrants live in Seattle, and how I found several of the Pike Place fishmongers attractive when I visited. So I guess that poem's about being gay and Chinese too. So I say to my friend, I'm not sure, and keep eating the popcorn. Thank God we chose the giant family size bag. Can't stop the greasy handfuls, noisy mouthfuls. Can't eat popcorn quietly. Later, during my friend's smoke break, still can't come up with a worthy response to his radical queer critique of homonormativity, of monogamy, domesticity, front lawn glory. These middle class gays picking out garden gnomes, ignoring all the anti-racist work of decolonization that still needs to be done. Don't you think they're lame? I say, yeah, for sure, but think, marriage, house, one kid, two cats. How long have I wanted that? Could I give that up in the name of being a real queer? Probably can't, and it's like another bad habit I can't give up. Eating junk, can't. Procrastinating, can't. Picking scabs, can't. Being friends with people who challenge my beliefs and life plans, can't. Reading and believing in Ayn Rand, though, can. Brief phase as a Christian because I like the cross as an accessory, can. WWJD, can. White heterosexist patriarchy, can. America, can't. Can't help but think when we get back to the movie, how it was my father's decision to move here, not my mother's. Just like the parents on screen, can't stop replaying my mother's walk onto the plane, carrying me, though I was getting too old for it, holding me, my face pressed into her hair, her neck as she cried quietly. Can't stop returning to this scene of leaving. Can't stop pausing the scene, thinking I've left something out again. Something else my mother told me, like my grandmother at the airport, how she saw my small body so tied to my mother's body, and still she doubted. She had to say, you better not lose him. And my mother kept that promise till she couldn't. She lost me in the new country, but doesn't that happen to all parents and their children, one way or another? And don't we need to get lost? Lost, dizzy, stubbly, warm, stumbling. Whoa, that's what it felt like, 17, kissing a boy for the first time. Can't forget it. Can't forget when my mother found out and said, this never would have happened if we hadn't come to this country. But it would have happened. every bit as dizzy, lost back in China. It didn't happen because of America, dirty Americans. It was me, my need. My father said, you have to change, but I can't give you up, boys and heat, scruff and sweet, can't get over you, trying to get over what my writer friends said. All you write about is being gay or Chinese. Wish I had thought to say to him, all you write about is being white. Or an asshole. Wish I had said, no, I already write about everything, and everything is salt, noise, struggle, hair, carrying, kisses, leaving, myth, popcorn, mothers, bad habits, questions.